Welcome back to the Cannabis Sommelier. I'm your host, Andrew Freedman. Thanks for joining me for a special episode of Cocktailing with Cannabis. Today, we're gonna learn the important tools that you need for your home bar. There's a few things to get you started, but I have the entire collection here. I'm gonna go through it and teach you how to make an absolutely fantastic cocktail right from the start. Now, I wanna make one really important note. The most important bar tool essential is ice. Don't forget about your ice. Store-bought ice is the best. You need that dilution rate. You need it to have those holes. When you make ice at home, it just isn't the same when you put it into your cocktail shaker. So make sure you have great ice. Then what you're gonna need is something to mix your drink in. Classically, you have a mixing glass and a shaker tin. Your mixing glass would be where you put all of your ingredients before connecting it together. I traditionally use the mixing glass in the videos to show off the ingredients as they're being layered and I'm putting them in. But there is a downside to glass. Glass actually absorbs a little bit of the cold from the ice as you're shaking. So if you'd like something really nice and cold, you can get a complete tin set. And you can find these on fifthandvermouth.com. I'm gonna put the link below. All of these bar tools are from there, all of the glassware, absolutely fantastic, professional stuff, and you're gonna get a discount, I think. So make sure you check that out. So the shaker tins together, this is gonna make your drink a little bit colder and not steal any of the temperature like the glass. Then you have a mixing beaker. This is if you're going back to the old James Bond line, shaken or stirred. This is what you're going to stir a drink in. It has a flat bottom. You could do the same thing in your mixing glass, but because of the concaveness, it makes it a little bit weird as you spin it. So you have your mixing beaker that looks a little bit more like a scientific apparatus than a bar tool, and the pour spout makes everything very easy. Again, from Fifth and Vermouth. There's a lot of cheap ones. This one's been fantastic. It's got a nice thick bottom. I really like this one. The nice thick wall, absolutely fantastic, fantastic gear. Stuff you can put in the dishwasher over and over and over again, and it's not gonna break down. A testament to that is we're at an amazing cocktail bar. We're here at Proof in Calgary, Alberta, and all of these tools are used behind this bar every single day to create some of the best cocktails in Canada. Next thing you might want behind your bar is a muddler, a muddling stick, and this is just to bruise or muddle any ingredients. Like if you're making a cucumber Collins, you can press your cucumber to release the oils, or maybe you're making a mojito and you need to release the oils from that mint. This is what you're gonna need. Fantastic, cool teardrop, nice and shiny. One thing I love that makes you really look like a pro, super cheap, and it's a pour spout. You can pop this in any bottle, and this is how you can start doing your long pours, practicing. There's absolutely no shame practicing with water in an empty bottle. How do you think I got the way that I am? Now, we have bar spoons. Bar spoons are really nice because of the shape that they are. The spoon itself is usually about a 1/4 ounce, so you can have that dash of whatever you need. And I love the length. The length really helps when you're getting that motion. You notice how I had the specific movement in my fingers, and that really helps with a bar spoon. You can see the twist and twirl. These again from Fifth and Vermouth. I really love my Poseidon spear, my 40 centimeter long stir stick. I can do lots of tricks with it and looks super cool. And if somebody gets a little rowdy behind your bar, you have a weapon. Then onto the jigger. You heard what I said, the jigger. We have, the main style is like a Japanese jigger. You have 1 ounce and 2 ounces. This is really important when you're making cocktails because freestyling and free pouring your cocktails doesn't really work, especially if you're not a pro bartender and if you don't have a pour spout, it's basically a useless attempt. So get yourself a jigger. It's a nice cheap tool that really helps you measure absolutely everything. There's incremental markings inside your 1 ounce and your 2 ounce, so you can make any cocktail you want. If your recipes are in tablespoons and teaspoons, it gets a little bit harder. Don't ask me about that. This is just a bell style jigger. The same, looks really cool. On to our strainers. So after you've shaken your cocktail, how are you gonna get everything out without the ice? Well, you need a strainer. This one specifically is called a Hawthorne strainer. I really like how tight these coils are wrapped. It's been absolutely fantastic moving up from this, from a cheap one, again, from Fifth and Vermouth, and I can use it on my mixing beaker really nicely, makes things really easy. Or I can use it on my shaker tin, really easy. There's another style of strainer here. It's called a julep strainer. And what you'd use this for, again, is it's a little bit more of a classic style. If you were pouring a stirred drink out of your mixing beaker, you'd hold it in and you'd pour off the ice like that. Really nice, looks really classy, classical. There's a few different styles of these. I know there's a specific New Orleans shape that looks really slick and I like a lot. Then, a juicer. I have just a lemon juicer. You can get these in all different sizes. You can get them in all different qualities. Some people try and sell you on the $50 ones. I've had this same $8 one for 3 years. It keeps going through the dishwasher and it has absolutely never let me down. Now, doing an orange or a grapefruit with it gets a little bit tricky, but for your lemons and limes, for your fresh citrus, very, very easy. Last but not least, in the bar tool essentials is great glassware. Great glassware is something that people really forget about, and putting a cocktail into the right glass is very important. You have a nice little coupe if you're having a daiquiri. You have a rocks glass if you're having an old fashioned. And for fun, you can always have a tiki glass if you're having a tiki cocktail. You can find all of these items on fifthandvermouth.com. That's where I got all of my stuff. This isn't a paid endorsement. It's just the barware that I use and I really believe in. Check that out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time. Cheers.